What's up, Circle Squad? It's Pastor Lacey here, and it is a brand new month. It's the month of October, and I have to say, happy fall. Happy fall, y'all. I love fall weather. It is one of the best seasons for a couple reasons. There's pumpkin patches, apple picking, all the fun things that you can do in the fall season. The changing of the leaves. So many great things happen in fall, and one of the greatest things that we have going on is our bye week. So this is our rest week for you guys as leaders. I hope you've been enjoying your time of rest this week. And for those of you guys who were making up hurricane makeup sessions, I hope that that has gone well for you. This is just a quick overview of the month ahead of us. I hope that you find it to be informational as well as inspirational, and that you feel at the end of this video that you are equipped and empowered to lead your group effectively with all the inside scoop as to what's going on at Relentless Church this month. So before we get started, I want to let you know that I've been thinking about you, I've been praying for you, and we're going through something really amazing as a staff. We are believing God for miracles, signs, and wonders. And that does not just have to pertain to a Sunday service. I believe that miracles, signs, and wonders can break out within your circle groups, within the group setting. Guys, we are the hands and the feet of Jesus. We are a beacon of light and hope to a dying world. People need to know that Jesus is alive. People need to know that he is powerful, that he is still moving and still working in the earth. And we have been challenged as a staff to expect the unexpected. So I just want to let you know, I want to challenge you to raise your expectations about what God can do in your life this month, through your group this season, and come into October with an expectation that God is going to do amazing things, and that he's going to use you to accomplish his will on the earth. So, of course, before I get started, I had to give that little bit of encouragement to you. There are a lot of great events coming up in the month of October at Relentless Church, and today, before the end of the video, you will know a little bit more about what's going on this month at Relentless Church. You will have a little bit of clarity about taking attendance and what that means for you as a group leader. Additionally, you'll have the opportunity to learn how to purge your records and purge your group roster so that you can receive more group leads. And additionally, you will understand the purpose of the group coach. So let's get started. This is going to be a great video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get started. So first off, I want to let you know that we have just completed 3 weeks of groups. So let's just give yourself a round of applause. I have seen your posts. I've seen your testimonies. I've seen all of the great things that you've been putting in our leader Facebook group. So keep up the good work. We have a couple of groups that I really want to shout out. I want to shout out Miss Sophia Kinney with the Life Group Divas. Miss Sophia has been leading strong since 2015. She's passionate about women's ministry. In fact, she has raised up not one, but two, actually not one, not two, but 3 group leaders have resulted in her leadership. And so I just want to applaud her today. Thank you for doing great things for the kingdom through Relentless Circle. We appreciate you. And so you might be thinking, how did Sophia get a shout out? Well, we look for several things. If you guys can remember back to our leader code, you remember that we said that we are committed, we are consistent, we honor, and that we serve like crazy. We serve others. And Sophia is one of those people that embodies our leader code within our ministry. And I just wanted to honor her today in this video. Be on the lookout for something special from us. If you receive a shout out, and Sophia, be on the lookout for something special from us coming your way. So next up, I want to talk to you a little bit about attendance. How many of you guys know what our deadline for attendance is? Did you say it? Well, if you said Monday at 12 noon, then you would be correct. I want to shed a little light on attendance and let you know why it's so important. So attendance does a couple of things for us. We don't, by any stretch of the imagination, want anybody to think that we are tracking people, that they are just a number in our system. Attendance goes far beyond numbers, and it helps us regulate the health of our groups and the overall health of our church. So for instance, if you have a certain number of people on your roster and a certain number of people attending, that tells us that we may need to support you in helping. We may need to encourage our church family to come regularly to their life group meeting. You know, life happens, but if a lot of people sign up but don't show up, maybe that's an indicator that something isn't working for them, or maybe something isn't working within our ministry. Maybe there's something that people expected from life groups that they did not receive, and we want to know that information. So we're looking at numbers to see how your group is progressing throughout the season, as well as how many people are expressing interest in circle groups versus how many people are actually attending circle groups. My last number put us at over 500 people that signed up for life groups. However, it looks as if there's about 300 people that actually attend. So we want to do our best to close that gap and get 100% participation from those who express interest in our circle groups. So you as leaders can do us a huge favor by making sure to submit your attendance by 12 noon. We have an awesome, amazing staff meeting every week with Pastor John and Pastor Aventer, and we want to celebrate what God is doing through life groups. We want to know how many people participated and how many versus what from one week to another. So I just want to encourage you guys as you take attendance diligently, consistently, and on time, because we need that information from you. You are helping us out so much in that, and we just want to thank you in advance. But before I just say like a hard fast, get your attendance in, I always like to explain the why behind the what. So that's the why behind attendance. We definitely need that to measure church health and to make sure that you are supported properly as a leader. Next up, outstanding group inquiries. How many of you guys, I know if you're like me, I had people reach out to my life group, but it's hard to get in touch with them. It's so funny that we're in the 21st century. We have more methods of communication than we've ever had, and sometimes it is still hard to connect with people. I don't know if you do Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, if you do Snapchat Messenger, if that's the thing, or all the different forms outside of email, calling, and texting. But somehow, it's always nice to get a phone call from someone that I've been expecting to hear from. Even over a text and over an email. Sometimes I just like to be called. I'm not the best at checking emails sometimes personally, and I really appreciate it when someone texts me or calls me and says, hey, I emailed you, did you get it? That keeps me accountable and also helps me to not point blame on someone who I was expecting to hear from, but I didn't because I just didn't check my email. So I want to encourage you, if there's people who have reached out to you that have inquired about your group and you have yet to get them on the phone, if you haven't contacted them via phone, I want to encourage you to do so. But if you've yet to make that connection with them and get connected with them via phone or email, I would just suggest you going ahead and adding them. And then doing one last follow-up call, letting them know that you've added them to your roster and that you are so excited for them to take part in your group. There could have been some crazy things that happened in the past 3 weeks, but people may still be interested in joining your group. However, if you never add them to the roster, they actually won't know that they've been accepted into your group. It's the craziest thing. People just want to be wanted. And we have an automatic email system set in place that when you add someone to your roster, they get notified. So let's say they didn't get your call, they didn't get your message, but they got that very last email saying that you've been added to the roster. We give them the church's number for if for some reason they're not able to join the group, they can call us and they have our number in that email. So I want you to do me a favor. If you have any outstanding inquiries, you've been trying to get in contact with those people, go ahead and add them to your roster. But know that these are people that probably need an extra special touch and probably really have the best intentions when they signed up, but maybe something happened to where they haven't come yet. So let's just give them another opportunity to join our group, to take part in this community and get connected. So for those of you guys who have added all your inquiries and still have people who are not participating yet, I would encourage you to do the same. Reach out to them. Let them know that you've missed them. Let them know that you would love for them to come and that they are more than welcome to still be a part of your group. And then if after our next group meeting they have not yet attended, we're going to ask you in the next few weeks to purge your roster. We have a lot of people that have expressed interest in groups, but many of you guys have full rosters. And when your roster is full, meaning when it hits about 14 individuals on your roster, including your group coach and both of your leaders, then it is taken off the website. So that means nobody can find you. No one can contact you to join your group because you're full. Now, if there are people who told you, hey, I can't come, I'm so sorry, I would love to be a part, but life just got a little crazy, I would encourage you to go ahead and take them off the roster. Give us a brief description as to why you're removing them from your roster so we can see that in the office, and that will make room for the new people. I'm not saying that you're going to get 10 new members after you purge your roster and clear out some of the people who have not come yet, but I am saying this allows people to know that there's still space for them. If you have 14 people on your roster and only 2 show up, that is a little bit of a challenge there. There's room for more people to get connected with your group. So we want to make sure that they're aware that that is possible for them. So lastly, the last 2 things I want to go over very quickly is about our leader resources and then about our physical resources that are available to you in the form of a life group coach. Listen, y'all, I believe that no leader should ever be left behind. And I also know that I am not physically able to touch each and every one of you. However, we have an amazing person, an amazing opportunity that we've given many of our leaders to be group coaches. And the group coaches are there for you. They're your first point of contact.